Hello there, and welcome back to War Thunder. Today I have a very nice replay feature for you by JustinPlaysTV in the one, the only, the French end-of-the-line top-tier main battle tank, the Leclerc. And this is one of those min-max tanks, to which I will talk about later in just a moment. But let's first talk about the replay, because JustinPlaysTV sent that in at my request, because at the time I was watching it on Twitch live. And I have, if I'm not screwing this up completely, the link to his Twitch channel in the video description down below. Go check him out, because he is a really good Twitch streamer. And like so many content creators of War Thunder, he is very underappreciated, and he is really deserving this shout out. Whenever I watch his stream, and sadly that's not as often as I would like to, because, you know, I'm playing War Thunder myself and I'd like to do a video once in a while, because you guys really want to watch them once in a while. So I think that whenever I watch his Twitch stream, he is playing top tier, and he seems to be pretty good at this. And he is one of those rattlesnakes that I always talk about at top tier. What is a rattlesnake, Napalm? Well, it's one of those players that when you get killed by, you always think, how was he so good? How was he just getting that shot off? How was he so quick? Oh my god, he must cheat. But as I can tell you, he's not cheating. That's his skill. It just shows how old and crap I am. God, I'm almost sounding like Jingles. But no, in all honesty, the first shot that he gets off is not really showing this. Because in good old War Thunder fashion, it is pixel hunting time. And yes, he could get in the shot here, but the loader actually of the XM1 is absorbing the shrapnel so that the commander doesn't get killed. And with the third shot, the driver then gets redded, and only the fourth shot gets the driver killed. So that's his fourth kill, and he got actually a return fire, and so his gun barrel is knocked out. But gladly for a change, the Challenger 2 doesn't see him. He smokes immediately up, gets back into cover, and begins the repair process. So he also had a quite different match to my experience, because he already has a cap, he already has a kill. Usually I'm the first one to die, and I'm way too impatient. JustinPlaysTV shows in this gameplay everything about top tier when it all goes right. Now, it's not the quadruple ace, okay? But it still is a very nice gameplay, and he just did, to my opinion, everything right. So now his gun barrel is repaired and he goes out. So far he has not suffered crew loss, and he sees here the Challenger 2, and he sends him back to the garage in one shot. Then there is also that Abrams, and usually I would have been shot immediately by this Abrams. He tracks the Abrams gets tracked behind a bush, so he couldn't see where Justin is. And then with the third shot, he calmly adjusts the aim and kills the Abrams through the lower glacis. Good stuff right there. Then he goes back into the cap, and then he, well, just tries to chill there. He has 12 AP FSDS, and that's the first tiny little bit mistake that he did there, as he blocked the T-80. He just tried to warn him from the ADATs. He shoots the the ADATs through the collapsing building with an AP FSDS, which was one of those great shots. And the following just shows that he is really a human player, because in just a moment, he looks behind him, he hears the enemy tank, but he doesn't react appropriately to him. So he just lost here 2 AP FSDS, and the commander, it could have been much worse. He turns around, finishes off the Type 16 before he could follow up the shot, and, you know, it could have been all over right there, especially if the Type 16 would have gotten his gun breach, whatever. He uses the thermal imaging to shoot here the Challenger 2 at the top, and he gets finished off by a teammate, but he also tries to get back here his commander and also get some of those lost AP FSDS rounds back into the tank. So already he's still in the fight on this map, and as you can see, he is one of just a handful of players on his team left on this map in particular. He is one of 2 players in the center, one is at the flank and one is right at the very bottom of the minimap, as far from the fight as you can humanly be in a tank. But I said too much, because he just got killed just like this one Abrams in one shot by Justin Plays, which got now his 6th kill already. Usually when I play top tier, there is always that one tank, especially when I watch the replay, that one tank that I run into where I pull the trigger, the shot doesn't get off, but my gun breach gets taken, just like with this M1 Abrams. And that is already the death sentence, and this is the muscle memory of those top tier players. Then Justin calmly takes the driver and the loader, and then he aims for the lower glacis to finish off the Abrams. That's his 7th kill already. And, you know, that just shows how disciplined and used to top tier JustinPlaysTV is. Again, you will find the link to his Twitch stream channel in the video description down below. So, the Leclerc, one of those min-max tanks. What do I mean by this? Well, it has very good mobility, even for top tier standards. It has one of the best AP-FSDS rounds, but after a horrible stock grind that is, just like the Ariete PSO, which actually has, I think, the only really better AP-FSDS round in the game. And it has also an autoloader with 6 seconds reload. Yes, that's not like the Type 90's 5-second auto reloading mechanism, but still 6 seconds is pretty good. Independent from your crew skills. So a lot of people will tend to go for this tank, because since armor doesn't really matter anyway, any comparison to any other tank is irrelevant in the first place, since every tank which gun breach you shoot gets affected by it. Even the also overpowered Leopard 2A5, which is much well also good. So Justin tried to go now for B, but the second C gets decapped by the enemy tank, he just switches his direction, turns around and heads for that cap. Now we don't see it in the replay here, but at the time that tank actually drove out of the cap again, making the play much harder, because, and this was also a fine move, because Justin smoked her up to literally save his ass, because if a tank would appear behind him, he wouldn't really know where to shoot. So now we can see that the enemy tank truly has left the cap, because he can cap it and it is not blocked by the enemy tank. On the other hand, he is giving away the exact location of his tank to the rest of the enemy tank that are still alive. And then we can see it in the replay. Yep, there is the MBT-70, and I want you to watch this. So first, he gets his 3rd cap, and then he gambles a little bit. Watch this. Yep, that is a Rattlesnake on crack shot. That is what I'm talking about. Usually, I'm the poor bastard in the MBT-70. Yep, that's just how it turns out for me. Either I'm way too old, or I'm way too crap. But this one, this shot here... Oh, Gaijin, no. I mean, Justin deserves this kill, but not that way. Because he shot through the entirety of the warrior without hitting any module at all, and he still hull broke him for his 9th kill. But I think that's just the way that light tanks are played in War Thunder, I guess. You suffer and you win at the hands of Gaijin. So now finally, Justin tries to go for the last remaining cap of the enemy team right at the end of the gameplay, actually. Because, you know, he was over and over fighting in the middle. He was defending, he was attacking, he was reclaiming C 2 times, and it was just a great battle so far. It was really exciting to watch on Twitch, and now he goes in for hopefully his 4th cap. He again observes here the surrounding with the commander's view in binoculars, also using the thermal imaging, because the Leclerc is one of those few tanks that actually has this feature. Gladly he was not using it excessively, because, you know, using the thermal imaging is just right in the gray zone of gameplay viewing. I'm sorry, it was not the best joke, but I thought about it literally 3 seconds. Okay, so as a German, you can forgive me. Okay, so now he has indeed claimed his 4th cap, and he has 9 kills. That would be a spectacular, outrageously awesome battle for me in any top tier tank. Because I'm way too impatient, and there is always the other Rattlesnake on crack that ruins the fun for me. So, JustinPlaysTV, a good Twitch streamer, and guys, if you are frustrated with War Thunder and you really want to chill for a few minutes, a few hours, then go on Twitch, not just to Justin, but also many other content creators that are much underappreciated and underrated. And the final shot of the game goes through the M1A2 because he still had spawn protection. Well, it was the second last shot of the game. Anyways, that was the battle. Here are the post-battle result screens, and that is the most important result screen in my opinion, because it shows that Justin plays as a filthy pay-to-win player with a premium account. How dare he? So, in all honesty, 96,000 silver lines and nearly 10,000 modification research points on this fully upgraded French tank, and also nearly 9,000 vehicle research points together with the Survivor and the Heavy Metal Hero Award is really brilliant. So that makes roughly a fifth of his total silver line income. So I hope you enjoyed this replay. I hope you enjoyed the featuring of not just a brilliant content creator, but also a very nice tank, the Leclerc, a high tier main battle tank that min-maxes very nicely, that even I enjoy. And as usual, again, have a look in the video description down below. Click on the link that you will find there, and we'll see each other as usual after you have subscribed and given this video a like on the waves, in the skies, and on the battlefields of War Thunder.